Hey,
How you doing?
that is true. Yeah, I could be doing.
Good. You know what? I'm glad. That sounds
Glad
sounds
is
pretty good.
possible.
Glad is possible. So is swell.
Swell is
and
possible.
dandy.
Swell. Oh, swell. I can't talk about the word swell because it has multiple meanings, and one of them is something I'm not comfortable about.
All right, then
Yeah, we're gonna have
we
to.
can leave the swell behind
Oh,
us.
you said it again. You said it
did.
again. I feel like you did that one on purpose.
I did.
Yeah. See,
We can use the S word.
Oh. The word use, because it's indicative of abusive behavior. It makes me very uncomfortable. So if we could not work with that word.
Okay.
Okay. See, I just know if you put two more of those in front of that one.
What about after it?
Oh, see, after. Look, the word after. Where this conversation is going, I'm not. So I'm going to just. Yep. After happens. Speaking of after, so JD, what do you want to talk about today?
I believe we might be talking about some time management today. Is that
I
correct?
don't know if that's true.
That was just a guess.
What is that noise?
I feel like there's gremlins in our equipment.
It's crazy. Anyway, all right, let's get to this. All right, JD, what is the show about today?
It is about when time feels like it is controlling you, time management, and ways to take back control.
Look at that. That's how we lose one of the two viewers right away. Time management. I'm out.
What the heck is time?
I got too much to do today.
Listen, unless there is a DeLorean involved, I am not interested.
I don't know what the hell time management is. This is crazy.
Is there like time middle management, upper management? What are we talking about?
Do you know what time management is?
If I were to take a guess, I would assume it means to when you control the time and you do not let time, your schedule, or things control you. Am I somewhere in the ballpark?
Oh, believe it or not, it's about you controlling things and not things controlling you.
Ooh,
right? You were very close. You said time controlling you. You know, it's about time, but it's things.
It's about things.
Things, because we place those things, those tasks, and those actions into action. Like we have to do this, or this has to get done.
Time is the tool that we use to control the things.
No, the tools of time management is what we use to control the things, and not allow the things to control us, right? Gotcha. Because time management is the ability to use one's times effectively or productively, especially at work. So the way you do that is by being in control of the things you do, and we do that by creating time blocks.
I mean, that sounds like a really good plan. And my question, though,
oh my god,
is that when we're using these time
I like
blocks,
when you don't talk, you know. Why are you asking me questions? I'm supposed to ask you questions, and then you're supposed to answer them poorly.
I mean,
you're gonna just ask me the question. Like, what's the point? All right, but go ahead, ask your question.
Do we stack them up like Lego blocks? Is that how time blocks work?
What do you mean?
Like, stack them on top of each other and then potentially build an X-wing.
Like the time blocks are physical for you?
I'm asking.
I know I'm asking you, right? I'm asking you literally right back so I can be clear of what you're talking about so I can move on.
I was asking, are they physical? Like a Lego brick.
And I'm asking you, are you saying you have physical time blocks?
No.
Oh, so then where does this question come from? I'm trying to understand it.
It was the place of humor.
Did you get this in a text message from someone? Is this on Twitter? Hey, can you ask a ridiculous question? Make like it's real.
No, this one was all
this
original.
Is all you. Why Lego blocks?
Because I love Legos.
But what does that have to do with time blocks?
That's what I was
Do you really believe that time blocks have a potential of being physical blocks?
Not at all.
Oh, then why are you asking? Well, how come they are physical blocks that you can stack on top of each other?
Well, you can't physically do that, but
you just asked that question, so it has to be it has to be plausible.
Well, metaphorically, you can make.
Did you believe that there was a chance, and therefore you need to clarify with me?
No, I was making a silly joke.
What? I thought we were having a serious conversation because we're not really allowed to do non-serious conversations. I know they make you uncomfortable. So I thought I was trying to stay as real as possible, as meta as possible, as I see which is the direction you went. You got to let me know when we're allowed to be silly and not silly.
I should get a sign.
Yeah, just be like, I'm allowing silly time. But if I just start being silly,
No,
he's like, oh.
No. HRJD.
HRJD. Hey, JD, is it all right if I be silly? No, let me look at my clock. No, I'm not comfortable with silly right now. So we're going to have to refrain from silliness. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just threw silly into a serious moment, and I'm trying to keep it real, but like when I'm trying to be silly with you, you just shut it down as quick as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a bad habit of mine.
Isn't it? It's like you're in the mood or not in the mood. Do you have a headache right now? Are you dealing with cramps? What's going on?
I will in about 15 minutes.
Oh, it's getting there. Trust me.
Oh man, listen. I'm trying to keep you on your toes. This way, you don't necessarily know what to expect.
You know what I need to keep me on my toes?
This bell.
Somebody that could keep up with me.
That is true.
Someone that if I'm making jokes, they just, allow the joke to be as real as possible, and make funny. And then if I'm being real, they're able to be real, but and not feel.
I mean, yes, and.
I don't know. I don't want a yes and, but I like yes and. I'm not saying I want yes and, but yes and is a very powerful tool.
Because you can just keep going with the
yeah, but the way yes and works versus what I'm actually utilizing is not the same. Yes and is literally agreeing with the premise and then adding to it, but you can add to it in a way that kind of moves it to a different place.
Gotcha.
But I just want the conversation to keep forward,
Which I definitely do not do a good chunk of the time.
I'm just saying, how real are these blocks?
They're definitely not real.
So they're not real blocks.
Physically.
Well, what are time blocks?
Time blocks are little time limits that you give yourself.
What does this have to do?
How to give myself a
Why do you have the Vogue well-explained time block? Like, how big of a Madonna fan are you? We're like, this is my chance. I worked very hard on mastering Vogue, in your hand.
Listen, I worked really hard on that choreography just now.
Just now.
You
sure you were? Is that the hardest you've ever worked on anything?
Today.
I saw you restring your guitar too, so you worked harder on that than the guitar stringing.
Yeah, I did.
How's that feel? Okay. So
that's how it felt.
In radio, the best thing you could do is dead air. It is just pointing it out.
Then I'm a master of that.
Yeah, you do excellent dead air.
I have a voice for radio.
I need to make theme music for whenever he dead airs, and it just goes dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air. Dead air. It's a time block. Anyway, all right. So let's get that word over there. So believe it or not, just to kind of inform what time management is, there's more to it than anything. Like, for example, what are your daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly tasks? There are things that you have to do just in general in life, but also for your career and other important things. And your daily tasks should, in a sense, be influencing your weekly tasks, and weekly doing your monthly, and monthly influencing your quarterly, and quarterly influencing your yearly, and so forth and so on. But not in a drastic way. Like, it's not like today I'm going to work on blank, 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 and that's going to, by the end of the week, something's going to happen. Like, it's just that a little of today will affect a little of tomorrow, which will eventually affect a little of the week, and a little at a time leads to something great, because one step a day is 365 days, 365 steps in a year.
Everything adds up, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So the hardest part about time management is we're looking for A, instant results, and B, big results. So they want them instant and they want them big, right? But do you ever see those signs where it says you could have it fast, cheap, or expensive, and you can only pick two? You know that sign I'm talking about?
I don't know about the sign, but I've definitely heard something similar to that before, just phrase-wise.
Because you can't have it fast and cheap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you could have it fast and cheap. I mean, but you can't have it fast and good.
Yeah.
You can't. Well, you could have it fast and good, but you can't have it fast and good and cheap.
You can't have everything.
You can't have all three. You can only pick two. But if it's fast, it might be. We'll do it cheap, but it won't be good. And we could do it. We could do fast and good, but it won't be cheap.
Yeah.
And we could do it good and cheap, but it won't be fast.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right? So you have to think of it time management is not about trying to get all three done. Time management is about one thing leading to another thing that leads to another thing and to another thing. And once you change that psychology in your brain, you're starting to find control over your time, because you're not looking for instant gratification and you're not looking for big results. The little results over a steady, consistent period of time will lead to extreme results
over time, because everything will compound on itself.
Correct. It's like people who just want to make sales, right? They just, I'm going to call someone, I'm going to do a cold call, and they're like, hey, how's it going? I looked at your website leads a little, I did, here's a free analysis I did. I spent some time doing analysis on your website. I was wondering if maybe you'd like to hire us to do your website. And they're like, who are you? We're so-and-so, right? But believe it or not, if you spent a little bit of time and you built on that relationship, but you built on that company and you built a company, it would lead to a potential chance where not only do they hire you for the website, they hire you for other things.
Or even a referral.
Or even a referral.
More people.
Because they're like, we don't need our website, but my buddy does, right? And since you've become friends with me, blah, blah, blah. Right? And that might take 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years. And the idea is the person you meet today or the thing you do today can influence something 10 years down the road, which in that 10 years, by the way, would be a huge reminder to yourself is, and you hear it often, it took me 10 years to succeed.
That's a long time.
Right? And if you look at your life, you can look back and say, when did I start trying to do the thing I'm doing? Let's say you want to be an actor and I'm an actor. And you look back, how many years have you been acting? And are you where you want to be? And you'll see it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years. And you're like, holy crap. I've literally been doing the same thing without growing to where I really wish I was. And it's already 3, 5, 6, 7, 10 years later. And the thing is, if you do a little now, that 10 years from now will be completely different because you'll be growing on yourself. And that's the point of time management is you're not trying to get instant big results. You're not trying to do that like, oh, if I focus on writing a script for 1 week, it'll get done.
And but what didn't you?
Yeah. Now that I have the script, now I could focus on just trying to sell it. So now I'm just gonna push it and try to sell it. And everybody I meet, I'm gonna I have a script, right? And then let's say that takes you 5 years, and someone's like, great, we like your script. Now it's gonna be all about that other, right? But in reality, if you focus that week on a script, you're not focusing on other things, which is your responsibilities, because the script itself is not necessarily the thing, is not necessarily your job. It's the thing you do, and you're negating your responsibilities to grow your career, to grow opportunity.
Because you're not focusing on the business side of things. You're focusing on just the art part of stuff. There's even just to diverge a little bit, like the amount of
was it
significant. This is a serious thing.
Oh, where's the sign? I am allowing non-joke material. Go.
Yes. HRJD gives approval. A lot of people put so much effort on the art part of things, where they'll spend all that time on a script.
Yeah.
Where one of the things that you and I have had a conversation about. Oh, this is my last show.
We
were talking about just people who get paid for just the idea, the treatment for a movie like was it Terminator 3? The guy who came up with the idea for Terminator 3 that went, hey, we should make Terminator 3. Roughly, it'll be about this. Got paid how many millions of dollars just for the idea.
Yeah, but he was established in the industry.
Yeah, he was. But the point I'm saying is he didn't put all that time into making an art thing. He's like, oh, I have an idea.
Oh yeah, well that is true. Yeah, well, there's a thing for writers that it's not so much about writing scripts all the time. It's about writing treatments or concepts. Because when you go in for, let's say, a script that you did clean up over a year or 2, 3, 5, 7, 10 years, whatever, you have more projects. Because a writer's gift is the ability to create and create well and create efficiently, but not just create your own things, but to find solutions in writing. Some writers actually get hired just to clean up scripts, not to consult on the script, not to clean up the word, but to be like, how do we punch this script up? How do we make How do we make the second act a little stronger? How do we? And that's what they get hired for. It's not their script. They're just, whatever, right? But you should
How do we turn Casino Royale into a comedy?
Which is very easy.
Add Peter Sellers.
Yeah, take out the music. No, that is putting music in.
I just thought of putting that music in would make it a lot
funnier.
Right.
So, all right, well, let's go with yours then. Let's forget the premise. Let's no end. Let's take the music out. You know what? I'm gonna hold this on. I'm not okay with this joke. It makes me uncomfortable. We're gonna move on to the joke I want.
Moving on.
Yeah, it'd be great if they. What's that have to do with anything?
You're welcome.
It'd be great if I could just talk about the things that are going on in my head. If I could just, he's talking, it stopped. He could put music in it. Oh, I feel so much better. He was just going on, and now, oh, he's pausing again. Apples. Don't give me that look. That's literally what you did.
It is literally what I did.
All right, moving on. What do we got here? Oh, Jesus. All right.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. Okay. I've got to go. What are we talking about? Oh, all right. So anyway, yeah, like you could spend all your time working on a script, or you could spend your time learning how to do what it is you do, right? But more importantly, you have a responsibility to your job, and that's where time management comes in. Is, believe it or not, I'll work 30 minutes on a script in my day, but that's because I don't need to find inspiration. I'm a writer.
It's just like, oh,
yeah,
I can write.
I don't get paid to be inspired and write massive scripts, right?
You get paid to write.
Yeah, to write. So I know if I work on this script every day, 30 to 60 minutes a day, right? I know how much I can write. It takes me 40 hours to write a first draft.
An ungodly amount in that amount of time.
Yeah.
I worked for 30 minutes and I have, 3 entire series.
But the thing is, because I know what my skill level is and I know what I'm capable of, I know it takes 40 hours, which means if I do an hour a week, Monday through Friday, that's basically 20 hours, right? Right? 5 times 4.
Yes.
It's 20. So I know it's going to take me 2 months. Now, believe it or not, if you look at the average first draft script for somebody that put some time into it, it's going to take 3 to 4 months, right? And then that's just the first draft. There are stories though where somebody wrote a script in a weekend, but again, that's somebody that just wrote the script.
It didn't do anything else.
Because if it takes me 40 hours, I could literally do that in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Or even 3 days.
You definitely don't need to sleep.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or even 5. It could take me 5. It could take me a week, because if it's 40 hours, that's what? 8 hours a day, right? But I have other things I have to do to increase my opportunities and my goals and all this stuff. So the other reason we do break down our day into time blocks to manage our time so we're in control of the things and things aren't in control of us is actually organizing your day to break up and keep your mind interested.
That makes a lot of sense, because what's the average attention span of...
What were you saying?
What? Where am I?
Who? What are we talking about?
I think something about bubbles.
I don't remember the song. God, it's so nice out.
In this very not air-conditioned room.
Yeah, what's going on?
What?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep my mind interested. What were you saying?
So we're in a time block right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Time's
up. Let's move on to the next.
Ding. Time block's up. Gotta change. I was saying that makes a lot of sense. That having time blocks would keep a person interested.
I know. That's why I said it.
The tasks.
Yeah.
It's because the human brain attention span is a lot shorter than we actually recognize. And I don't remember how long it is. I know it's
15 seconds. It's actually 15 to 22 minutes, depending. But
so the question then, why are the time blocks usually set for an hour-ish, give or take?
Well, I do 30 minutes, and then if it's a long form work, it's an hour. right? And
so like writing would be like a long form.
Yeah, writing would be long form. In that hour, though, you're not just writing. You're organizing notes. You're reading over notes. You're editing.
So you're breaking up.
Yeah. The monotony of just doing one thing has been changed. Writing is like for an hour, just your brain would go crazy, right? But it's not just writing. It's writing a little bit, reading it, kind of going over it. Maybe you just say it out loud, or you do the dialogue, and then you're like, all right, let me make sure I'm still on the outline. All right, am I hitting my cues? Am I hitting all the beats I need?
Like Francois would never say that.
Why would Francois say that? It's not even indicated on the sign. All right. So there's that. What I'm talking about when organizing your day to break up and keep your mind interested is if you're working, let's say I have a 30-minute block of writing. I am not going to make a second block directly after that 30 minutes of writing if I'm working on a new thing.
Which makes sense. You're going to give your mind a break from anything related to that.
Correct.
So that was why lunch would be next.
Well, for you, he has lunch, then he has second lunch, then he has third lunch, and then he does work. Listen, I don't know what the work is. He just does work.
Just because I am on the Hobbit meal plan.
What did you do today? 800 things. Let me see. This is all eating. It's still doing.
Accurate.
So, but breaking it up like, maybe a 30-minute block of networking, a 30-minute block of Instagram, a 30-minute block of writing, a 30-minute block of graphic art, a 30-minute block of the drastic changes from each block breaks up and keeps your mind interested. But if you just did 4 30-minute blocks in a row of Twitter, then Instagram, then Facebook,
you're pretty much doing the same task on a different platform. So your brain is just like, I can't.
Yeah.
It turns to mush.
And it also helps you stay fresh. So like, let's say I did 30 minutes on Instagram. Like, let's just say it's an interactive block. I'm just going to work 30 minutes on interacting on Instagram, right? Mm-hmm. Then like I do 2 or 3 other blocks. And then the third block, I can come back and do Twitter interaction. And it's now I have a fresh mind for interaction specifically, which is a specific kind of attack, But you also should have blocks that are like, I'm going to work on my money, my budget. I'm going to work on money in. I'm going to keep my tax information up to date. I'm going to constantly work on my monthly expenses.
This way, all your sheets are up and good. And you don't have to do it last minute right before tax deadline.
Yeah. Because then they're like, you got to spend $25 to fucking get the extension.
And you're like, no.
But then you say to yourself, but I have my blocks spread out and like people call me. Well, the thing is, people always have the right of way. Interruptions are okay. Because the reality is relationships will always be at the top of your list of importance. Relationships trump everything else you do. That's why it's network, market practice, management of time, money, and people, entrepreneur brain, talent, security, growth, and dream, assets, and then treat your life like a business. So
it's because we have to all work together in order for everything to happen. So this way.
Well, no. Your actual success has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the people you surround yourself with. It has to do with other people. That's the value of it.
Yeah, so we all have to work together. Is that
no, that's not about working together. That is not about working together. Working together is something you can do within that, but specifically, it's about the people you surround yourself with.
Gotcha.
Because remember, it's a circle of influence. You're supposed to see people doing things that inspire you to change your habits to be better habits. That has nothing to do with working with people. However, what are some of the tools you can do? Get involved with people so you can work with them. But networking itself is not about working with people. That is a tool which is designated to say, get involved, refer people, things like that, right? So that's a little different than because you got to remember there's multiple tools to everything, but networking itself has a very specific purpose to it.
Gotcha.
Because the 5 people you hang out with the most turn into the world you live in. So obviously, if you're surrounded by 5 people that aren't doing anything with their lives,
you will also, in turn, most likely not do anything with your life.
Or even more importantly, they are doing stuff with their life, but they're doing like they're all managers at supermarkets, and you want to be a successful musician.
That doesn't make any sense then.
Yeah, you're around the wrong people. Doesn't mean don't talk to them. No, but it means that you should put a little bit more time into people that are literally doing the thing you want to do. Right? Be around successful people doing successful things within your career, right? Your industry of interest, right? So, with all those things said, let's talk about the value of time management, right? Now, I have a, let's see, I do 1 o'clock to 10 o'clock, right? That's my day, because I basically start at 1 o'clock.
Yep.
But I won't stop until about 10. However, 8 o'clock is my cutoff, meaning like at 8 o'clock, I can make a choice to stop or keep going.
So basically, it's 1 to 8 with the extension of maybe a couple extra hours.
Yeah. And the thing is, those 2 extra hours are really, I make sure those tasks are incidentals. They're like things that I want to do or
so it's more,
get done. But
it's more
not,
of like a for you, like more of a creative kind of thing. Or
no,
just...
no. Some of my creative stuff is in my day. It's just they're things I know are not needed right now. If I felt they were needed, I would move them lower into the schedule.
Gotcha.
But anyway, so if I have 10 hours of work, I know I have a minimum of 20 things I can do a day. So what's 20 times 7?
140.
Get the thing. That was great. Carry the 8, 7. If the 4 is, that's 1 second. It's get the phone.
12.
110. 140. That's very good.
I did good.
My math skills work with the. You look at the calculator; it's wrong though. Like on your phone.
How's that
20?
20 is one of the things.
140 tasks, right? So I do about 140 tasks a week. Now, I literally just looked at my my schedule, and this is the 20th day, so of this month. If my computer would go a little faster. Well, okay. So that means 1, 2, 3 weeks have passed, and I've done 159 tasks in 3 weeks.
That's a lot of tasks.
Yeah, but I'm not overwhelmed. I'm able to maintain consistency. Things are getting done. You know what I'm saying? And the way I do it is, again, 1 to 10 o'clock. Now, why do I do that? Because I'm not beholden to anyone's schedule. I'm beholden to my own schedule that I make. I did that on purpose. I created the life I wanted. So I had to sacrifice in the beginning to get to this point. There's a reason I don't have a day job.
It's because you've made the sacrifices at the beginning. You were very disciplined, and you
Yeah.
followed the rules of what to do.
Yeah, everything that I was taught to do and everything I teach, that's what I did. And people are like, how'd you do? And I go, I literally worked 3 jobs for like a year. Saved up a ton of money, and then all that money allowed me to start doing other things where I started making money in my field of interest. I didn't make money in the traditional way where people are like, you made a lot of money with music, and like, not selling my music, but I made money in music. I got paid to play. I got paid to record. I got paid to make websites for other bands. I got paid to work in studios. That's all
within your field of interest,
and that's me making a living as a musician in the industry.
It is.
Right? And
you're affording your life. You're paying your bills. You had extra money.
I had extra money.
You were able to afford gallons of pizza.
Lots and lots of pizza. And the way I did that was I had such a strong foundation that I was able to organize my money in a way. But today's about time management.
Yeah.
But I eventually got to a point where now I get to do my schedule. So I can wake up. I wake up at like 9 or 10-ish. And then like I'll eat. And then like I'll take care of the dog. And then I'll shower. And then I'll start my day. And it'll be about 1 o'clock. So I work 1 to 10. So that's my sacrifice and difference. However, if somebody's like, you want to hang out, I'm going to hang out because I don't have to work. But if I have the time to work, which is pretty much all the time since COVID, right? I give my day full attention. But again, people
take precedent over the tasks.
Yeah, it says here, people always have the right of way. Interruptions are okay. People.
I love how it rhymes, by the way.
I do that a lot. I do that. When in doubt, reach out.
I like that.
Right? Oh, nothing's happening. I'm not getting any work, man. I feel unproductive. Well, when in doubt, reach out, because you reach out to people. They remember you. They go, oh my God, yeah, I totally. You know what? I was thinking about you the other day. I wanted to work on this thing with you. Are you available Saturday? And you're like, that's tomorrow. Yes. Now, how do you say yes? You have to have the availability. How do you have the availability? By having the foundation. By having the foundation, it allows you to have the opportunity. Right? So everything works with itself. Now, when it comes to time management, though, again, 1 to 10. I'll do 30 minutes of something, 30 minutes of something, so forth and so on. Now, there are certain times of the day where it's the same every day, Monday through Friday. Like, for example, I have a tax a tax block that is hyphenated to random to-dos, hyphenated with like organizing my sheet work or whatever. So
is that block mainly just like go over your sheets in general, and then like you just have like whatever is more pressing at the time? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Like taxes first, because I get to that block if I'm not done with my taxes or my sheets are up to date. I work on taxes.
Mm-hmm.
If that's done, then my next is a to do. And what a to do is, it's sort of like throughout the day or the week, I'll write like, oh, I have to do this or I have to do that, and I just do that. Now you think, well, what happens if you don't do that? Well, my to dos also fit within other blocks, but they're not considered to dos. They're the block. For example, if I have 2 hours every day, I start 2 hours of client work, and client work also includes emailing the client or following up or sending them whatever I said I would send them, plus whatever work. So there are things like that, where if I'm like, oh, I didn't get to do that, so I'll just do it in the client block, or like, for example, let's say I really want to put a little extra work into our YouTube page, the BBR YouTube page. I might, on the to do, if I have the time, do a little extra on that. It's like a free block. It's like a free block.
So like anything that's like a quick to do that isn't going to take like a full time block, something that can be done in like a couple of minutes would go into that. So like,
no,
say
it's
we
a
have
30-minute block, so I could do whatever I want.
Yeah, so I'm saying like if there's
a
like
free block.
Yeah, so if there's like a bunch of to dos, like little things. Oh, I have to order dog food. That's going to
take. Oh
yeah. A couple
I might do that. Yeah.
Or it's a quick email to reach out to somebody.
Yeah, and the thing is, taxes are always. When I say taxes, I mean I try to keep my months scheduled. Like I got a little behind last year, but normally I would be.
You would have like all of your stuff for the month, like each month.
Yeah, he saw my sheet once. It's like literally categorized. Mm-hmm. It's like all set up, and then like I can like, what is an expense? What is this? What is it? And then I just hand that to my accountant. And they go, oh.
The only thing that I thought was weird is like the mayonnaise budget, because you don't eat mayonnaise.
Well, I use mayonnaise to rub it on my belly at night, and it helps with the baby.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like smooth and like calming. It keeps it nice and chill and like this, ridiculously
holds up sign. Not comfortable with this conversation or the humor.
Slather me in mayonnaise.
Slather me in mayonnaise. They call me Big Bertha. So keep in mind, your time blocks are yours though, and when you're writing out your time blocks, allow them to be delegate a smart time block, right? And what that means is, again, don't place 4 same tasks blocks. Don't be like, social media, like be like social media, then do 1 or 2 other things, and then do social media if you want to do it again
on a different platform.
I usually do 1 or 2 social medias Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday I don't really do anything. And Saturdays and Sundays, I actually have my time blocks. I don't believe JD has time blocks like I do on Saturday and Sunday, but I still have, like, I have this show blocked out. Like I'm going to be doing this for X amount of time. And then after this, I have other things I want to do. And even a Saturday, but they're not like crazy, but they're also not always personal. Like I don't have a lot of personal time I do, like, because the things I do for work is like personal.
Yeah, because you're literally doing what you want to be doing.
Yeah,
so, like, the entire company is a personal thing, because this is, what you want to be doing. So it's not that you don't have a personal thing. It's just that you are doing what you want to be doing.
Yeah, because like this is the thing that people don't understand. I literally do what I do, which is my job. And when I want to relax, I don't want to do anything that is a hobby, because all the things I love to do as a hobby, I get paid for. So I just want to sit on the couch
and not do anything.
I don't want to think. I don't want to answer questions. I don't want to help anyone. I don't want to write anything. I just want to watch a movie or a television show, or
let me turn my brain off.
Yeah, I want to play a game on my phone, whatever. Like, that is my hobby. It's like, could I do nothing? Because I am literally from, like I said, 1 to 10, and sometimes even later. Like, it's not uncommon if I have nothing going on to work until 12 or 1. But again, it's just because I just like doing this stuff. I just, but I won't work on client stuff past a certain time. Like, I'm like, clients are done at 5.
Because at a certain point, like, your brain just like starts to get like fried. So at that point, like you've said to me a couple of times, where like you'll work on music like later in the night, where you're like, you still feel like you want to do something, but at the same time, it's just like you do something that kind of like lets your brain run free instead of having to like solve problems. If that
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Like music isn't difficult for me. Like I don't think even if it's crap to everybody. Like if they're like, this is terrible music,
You're still creating something,
but it's
from
easy
nothing.
for me. Like I don't think about music.
Yeah.
Like I've never sat there and go, how do I like? It just makes music makes sense to me because I think I might be an idiot savant. So.
You're just like, oh yeah. Can we see the originals? Oh, these are the originals. Just they're perfect.
Yeah, there's no erase marks or anything.
Yeah, he always does it that way.
Yeah. Don't you do it that way? Boom, boom, and then you hear the tipping, boom, boom. But he's dying, and like the guy's helping him write the music.
Yeah, he's like, yes.
Oh yeah, I hear it.
Oh god, that movie's amazing.
That guy played a teacher in Finding Forrester.
Which guy? Mozart or the other guy?
The other guy. He plays the guy that's like further. You'll get farther in your career. And the kid, he's like bothering, and he's like, it's further. And he's like, what? And he's like supposed to be like a professor of like English, but like master of English.
And he corrects the English teacher.
He goes, father is a representation of distance, where further is a representation of value or accomplishment. He's like, you said that his career would go farther, but it would be further.
That's really funny.
And furthermore, and then right, and then the teacher goes, oh yeah, well you can't use the word "and" to start a question. And then the kid gives him a lesson on how you can utilize and but. And it like destroys the teacher. And then
I need to see this movie.
You have never seen this movie?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
You know what I think we should do? I think
based on a true story.
We should make a list of all these movies that I haven't seen that I should see. That
every
have
movie.
Basically ended our friendship every time I've mentioned that I haven't seen one of these
what
movies.
was one of the movies you haven't seen where I'm like, how have you never seen that movie? Is it Tombstone or is it God?
Tombstone is definitely one of them.
I don't know how you've not
Our
seen
friendship
Tombstone.
ended definitely when I said I hadn't seen Goodfellas or Bronx Tale, and then I had to watch them back to back, and then our friendship was
And you saw those movies and were just like, how did I not see these movies?
Yeah, especially living and growing up in New York.
Bronx Tale, fun story. The main actor kid in that story is a murderer.
In real life?
Yeah, in real life. He killed someone. Boom.
Ooh,
I think he killed a cop, actually. He killed someone.
That's insane.
He killed someone, yeah. And then got out and he changed his life. He says he changed his life, but yeah. And the actor who plays what's his name? The main mobster guy.
In Bronx Tale?
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Not Nookie. That's
yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, funny story is obviously Robert De Niro directed that movie. He bought the rights for it and he wanted to play that role, and the guy was like, "No, I'm not selling the rights." The guy who plays that the mentor
is the guy who wrote it. Right?
He wrote it. He owns it, and he was like, "You can buy the rights, but I'm this character. You can't play this guy." And he was like, "Okay." Right, so he ends up playing the kid's father. Now this is even more insane,
which is weird because it's a mobster movie, and Al Pacino is not the mobster.
Especially because it's Robert De Niro.
Yes,
and Al Pacino is not in the movie.
That is also weird.
That is weird. However, that movie is based on a one-man play.
Really?
So the guy who plays the mobster plays all those characters in the play.
I did not know that.
And that's how he started that play. He wrote that play first. It was a play he did.
And then now it's an actual play.
Well, it's always been an actual play.
No, I mean like not a one-man play. I mean it's like a full play now.
That I don't know. That I do not know. It could not be, but I just know the story that it evolved to. Gotcha. It might be because I know that guy. That guy's still a creative force, like in that world, but he kind of survives off the Bronx Tale.
No, you just can't leave.
No, spoken like a true gentleman. Give these guys their drinks.
You know what? I think that's my favorite scene in the entire movie.
My favorite scene is, why are you running after him? The guy owes me $20. Think of it this way. You just paid $20 to get that douchebag out of your life. I'm like, oh, yeah. That's why when I give people money, I go, no problem.
You're like,
if I give you money, I don't want you in my life. If I don't give you money, it's because I want you in my life.
That's really funny.
Right? So everyone right now is going, he gave me $5. Yes. Any amount of money. 1 penny or more means I don't want you in my life. I learned that from Bronx Tale.
That's a good lesson.
Yeah, it's a great lesson. I don't lend money to friends, right? Unless I know they're going to pay it back to me. Otherwise, I will cut their balls off. Have you met my what do we got? He's a newt. What do they call it? When they cut the balls off.
A eunuch.
Yeah, he's a eunuch.
I am.
Yeah.
I stopped growing at the age of 12.
Would you rather be a eunuch or have 5 children?
I'm gonna go a eunuch.
So you hate kids
I do not want to have children.
because you hate them?
I don't think that I would be of the fatherly material.
Why? Because you don't like kids.
That is not true.
You love kids?
I do love kids.
Too much.
Definitely not too much. Just the right amount.
Just the right amount not to get caught.
Exactly.
Now, if you went on a date with a girl that you met at a bar.
So wait. So I met her at a bar and we're going to a date?
No. You met a girl at a bar.
So we're at the bar the first
time. I'm setting up the how you met.
Okay.
You met at a bar.
Okay.
She was ordering drinks far before you got there. And then she got in a taxi and went home.
Okay.
But you guys exchanged numbers and went on a date.
Okay.
You go on a date works out. Guys end up having sex. Turns out she's 16.
Whoa.
Right? Did you know you still get in trouble for that?
Yes, I did know that I would still get in trouble with that, and that is messed up.
They're actually trying to fight that law because it's misleading. She should not have been able to get a fake ID. That's one law she broke. She should not be able to get into that bar because she's not old enough. And she should not be able to buy alcohol because she is not old enough.
And she has done all of those things.
All those things. And all you did was go, this is the environment in which I'm supposed to be meeting people of
the proper age.
Proper age, right? And this is why, folks, use your time management wisely. And when you approach a woman, you go, hey, you know, it'd be great if I could see my 7th grade teacher again. And if they say, nah, mine's annoying.
You're like, oh, I'm going to walk over here.
What grade are you in at 16?
I think that.
What is that, 12th? No, it can't be. It has to be 10th.
Yeah, it's 10th grade.
Right? Because 17, 18 is 12th.
Yeah.
So 16th would be 9, 10. No, 10, 11 would be.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Depending on when you started school. You started school early, right?
Yeah, I was put in a year early.
Yeah, because you're born in January.
I was born in January.
Right. Is somebody here?
I don't think so.
No. All right, good. All right, anyway, so very, very important thing about time management. Let's go back to time.
Let's go back to time management. We'll manage the time.
You should really this is the power. And again, remember, if you set up blocks, like if people call you or you have to go out somewhere or you have to set up a lunch, let that take precedence over your time blocks. Like that's okay. So these time blocks are if you have the time. Now, more importantly, keep this very close to your mind. You're not beholden to a schedule like I have, where it's just 10 hours a day. Like you're not beholden to that, but you are beholden to needing to consistently do stuff. So if you find yourself not consistently doing stuff, that is when you might have to have the boundary of you can't meet people every single day. You know, like if you worked a job, if you worked at, say, like a real estate agency or something like that, or even just like whatever, you worked at a pizzeria, right? Like you can't just be like, hey, I'm going to hang out with my friend. I know I'm working right now, but I'm going to go hang out with my friend. Like you would have to still work. So you have to still have the, I guess, obedience. You still have to have that ability to say yes to your responsibilities, you know, because you're a business owner. The other thing, keep in mind is just because I have 10 hours available to me doesn't mean you might. You might still have a full-time job. So you have to find what time amount you do have. So some people, when I talk to them, they end up having like 2 hours on average at night. They have 2 hours to kind of work on whatever they can. So that means they went to work or school, and then they came back, they came home, they ate, they relaxed a little bit, and then 9, 10 at night, they're like, I'm not doing anything at 9, 10. So I always tell them, I go, well, that's when you have to work on your 2 hours of career time, which means you should dedicate a half hour. You should dedicate yourself to half-hour blocks. So now you're going to get 4 tasks done. And the way you would do that is really just prioritize what it is you have to do to succeed in your career. Or even at this point, since you're working a day job, what do you need to do to get your career going? And obviously, you know, building that foundation would be priority. So you just write out everything you have to do. You know, like for me, I look at my wall, because I have a whiteboard, and I look at it and I go, all right, these are my clients, these are our projects, these are our missions, these are our assets, things like our wealth growth, and these are our basic standard to-dos, right? And then I just break them up, and I put priority on certain things. Like, for example, we have a television show, a movie, and like a series, like a web series, and those get priority over other projects because they're first on the queue, right? But we have missions that we're trying to accomplish. So the block for the mission, like let's say we have like the Team Rise Together mission, we have the $1 million mission, we have the top of the bottom pile mission, we got a couple missions, right? So if I'm focusing on one of those missions, let's say Team Rise Together, and it has a half-hour block, whatever is required of me to accomplish that particular mission, I just work on it for 30 minutes. I'm not trying to get anything done. I'm just trying to work on it. That's the difference between doing things and being productive. A lot of people are just trying to get things done. They're just trying to do as much as possible for that thing. But in reality, you should have a plan written out for everything that you have to accomplish. So we have Team Rise Together, and that's a mission. We know what we want to accomplish with that. We know what our end goal is. We know what our achievements are. We know how we're going to get to them. And that's the secret right there, those hows. Those hows go into the block, and we just start at the top. So if I reached my Team Rise Together block, my 30 minutes, I literally look at my plan and I go, what do I have to do? Oh, these are my hows. Let me work on this. And you know what? Sometimes I might mix it up. I might go, this day I'll work on this particular thing. This day I'll work on that. However, like I said earlier in the episode, sometimes a little bit of this will help a lot of that, right? So some of our missions, we need to accomplish certain things before we could do other things. However, that doesn't mean we can't start influencing the things that we can't necessarily do until we have the thing before it. And that's how you kind of organize your task list when it comes to that block. So prioritize what needs to get done, but also start trying to influence other things, and like JD and I, we're together. So when we're working, let's say he hits his Team Rise Together block, he has his areas of hows he has to do, and I have my areas. So we're not duplicating the same house. There are some things that we duplicate because we both have to do it, right? We both have to build relationships. We both have to market it. We both have to do certain tools and tasks, but we'll try not to double up those specific tasks. So if he's building a relationship with one person, I won't really try to build a relationship with that person. However, I will be introduced to that person. I will meet that person. So it'll organically grow into something. But, like obviously if I've known somebody for 5 years, there's no reason for JD to put time into growing that relationship outside of just knowing that person through me and hanging out and us doing events and being like, oh, you're here, or working on a project, right? So that's organic. And it's a third-party introduction, which has more value, believe it or not, right? So, and the same with him. He knows people and blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure if you could hear the dog running around. He's like, ruff, 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 ruff. He's upstairs having fun. What's going on here? What do we got? Oh, we got someone from Twitch watching. Hey, how's it going out there in Twitch world? This week we're trying something new. We got YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook all live at the same time. Though you can't comment or interact on the Facebook, which is interesting. But you can interact on Twitch and the YouTube. We can see those comments and we can comment back. But anyway, hey, JD's back.
Hey, look at that. It's like there's a marching going on.
Is he all right up there?
He's all right.
Is the dog's okay with him?
Yeah, the dog.
Sounds like they're playing.
It definitely sounds like they are playing, even though I told him that we can hear him down here.
Also, I do not know how he would react to somebody if I'm not up there when he's playing with him. Like what if he plays with him wrong?
Would you like me to go back up there?
No, I mean if we hear thunder and lightning. Did he pee?
The dog?
No, your brother.
No, I just showed him where everything was in case he had to.
All right, good. Because I know how it is. When you're driving, you got to pee sometimes.
You do, and sometimes you just have one of those things strapped up to like You know,
I've had those. Those are
they're convenient.
Extremely convenient.
Like, oh, I don't have to stop and waste time and use one of those like rest stop places.
When I was healing after the operation, they would just take this huge thing of urine. I was like, what is that? And they're like, that's you. And I was like, I don't remember peeing. They're like, you wouldn't. You don't know your pee. It just pees. And I was like, get out of here. And they're
like, did you get this for the office?
And I was like, wait, I didn't even have to shake. Like, there's no sense of urine. You never feel like you have to pee.
It just automatically goes out.
Yeah, because they push it up into the bladder, right? So like you just pee, and I was just like, I need one of these for home.
Surprised you haven't got one.
I mean, it's terrible to have to live with one, but at the same time,
it's really convenient.
I didn't have to get up to go to the bathroom. I could sleep until I died, but I didn't die. You know, it was very. I tried, but then people cry.
Well, I for one am very glad that you did not die.
Yeah, it's because I owed you $20.
Wait, what?
I thought you gave me that money to get me out of your life.
Yeah.
You paid that guy $20
to leave your life.
To leave your life. That's what I thought happened. I thought you were like, "Hey, you want $20?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess."
I also hadn't seen a Bronx Tale, so I didn't know that rule yet.
Oh, do you know the other? Did you know the other rule?
What was the other
rule?
You
let the girl sit in your car, make sure the door's locked, and if she doesn't lean over,
oh yeah, that one. I remember that.
I used that on every girl, and only one woman has ever done it for me, and it was this beautiful woman, and it was the sister of a girl I had dated though, so that was weird.
That would have. Really funny.
Yeah. It was. I didn't care though because
did she care?
We were friends first. We were good friends first.
Did she care that you had dated the sister?
No, because nothing happened. We didn't do anything. We didn't kiss or we just hung out a lot. You know, went on a couple dates, but we didn't do anything. We didn't even like kiss. But I would have.
It was an emotional date where you just connected emotionally, and that was the
but we were
purpose.
friends
Beforehand.
Yeah, we already had the emotional aspect of the relationship.
But you kept it up.
We kept it up, and then like
and she unlocked the door for you.
When I broke up with the sister,
you still stayed friends.
We stayed friends, and then we continued to hang out. And then I'm actually friends with everybody in her family, but the ex-girlfriend, because she's a liar, and I don't like liars. One lie, that's all it takes. And then I get angry and I hate you, and I point at you. Then I give you $20.
Yeah.
JD's like, you've given me like $70 over the course. Yeah, well, I felt like that last 20.
I keep waking up with $20 under my door.
Get the fuck out. Why are you still here? Just slide it under. Good morning, JD.
$20.
Oh,
I can buy a sandwich now.
So nice. Is it $20 you wanted to borrow?
I don't want to buy, but I
Do you ever wonder what that cup of semen is on the side of your bed?
Oh, I thought that was just mayonnaise for my sandwiches. I thought it tasted a little funny.
How mad would you be if someone put mayonnaise on your sandwich without you wanting it, versus how much you would be mad if someone putting very clean and non-poisonous semen on a sandwich?
I feel like
one is a protein.
One is a protein.
And the other is a starch fat.
Based out of eggs.
They're all healthy, though. Nothing here in this situation is unhealthy for you. And it won't get you sick. In fact, if your semen did get someone sick, you definitely
should go to the doctor.
But I'm just saying, in this situation, you don't get sick. It's just after you eat both sandwiches, and you're like, they're delicious. Someone's like, that actually was semen, not mayonnaise. Which one would you be mad?
But you said it's clean.
They're both clean. Which one would you be more mad at?
Probably the semen, only because
you're a homophobe. That's the only thing I can think of.
That would be a taste that I would not be. My brain would be like, "What the hell is this taste?" Whereas if I tasted the mayonnaise,
you don't know what semen tastes like at all?
I do not.
You've never tasted your own semen after kissing a girl? You were like, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to do a little scrub, wash, brush."
At that point, there probably was not enough semen in the mouth for me to take notice of the flavor.
No. I'm telling you right now.
Then I just did not.
You have never kissed a girl. No, because
I'm just saying that I did not process the flavor.
Yeah, but that doesn't. Maybe that was the flavor that you processed.
No flavor at all.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's how your semen tastes. Zero flavor. But there was definitely a taste, though.
That would be like the worst.
Are you telling? Wait. Let's go back for a second. Are you telling me when women went down on you and they had that in their mouth and they swallowed, there was no remnants left on the tongue to influence taste?
I mean, there has to have been
There
stuff
has to be.
scientifically. There has to have been.
And there had to have been a taste. Are you just being like, look, there's no way my heterosexual body would dictate detect semen flavor, because that is impossible for me to do. I have never had taste of semen in my mouth.
No, I'm just saying that my brain did not process a taste that was different.
Maybe it was like, this tastes just like everything else I've ever tasted. This tastes just like chicken. But so, dude, you would be mad because your brain wouldn't. But how would you know if your brain doesn't understand what the value of semen? Maybe semen to you doesn't taste like nothing.
Well, if that was the case, I wouldn't notice.
So which one would you be more upset with?
Neither. Because I love the taste of mayonnaise. I'd be like, oh, thank you for the surprise.
So does that mean you would have another semen sandwich?
If it was healthy, I'm not getting sick.
Yeah.
Sure, why the hell not?
So you would just gobble up semen as much as possible in the sandwich.
I mean, it's got extra protein.
Fucking noise.
Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm...
Fix it.
You just throw it out the window.
Oh my God. It's right. Oh, look. No, I can't see it. I can't see it. It's not funny. Whatever.
What just happened?
I really think it's just this wire. It definitely has to be something. It has to be something. Maybe it's you. You know, the whole time you were gone, I got none of it. Do you have something inside you? Were you abducted by aliens?
I mean, maybe.
This guy was abducted by aliens. He didn't manage his time correctly.
I'm sorry. I should have stayed up there.
You should have stayed up there.
I mean, that whole experience is out of this world.
The conversation I had with myself was nonstop. Like, there was like back and forth. It was fluid, you know.
Really? I mean, I could see that.
What were you doing up there? Getting a semen?
I was. It was more like a smoothie.
Are you serious? Would you eat semen sandwiches like if they were healthy?
Yeah. Was there like?
They're always healthy.
Is there like an added like benefit to it? Like, is it gonna?
Well, it's protein.
Then that would make sense with all the exercise.
So then why don't you do semen shots in the morning?
I should just start saving my semen and then make...
I'm being serious. You're not.
Listen, if it works, it works. I should start making like fruit smoothies.
1 second. Are semen shots in the morning good for you? Yes. Is drinking a teaspoon of semen every morning... Oh my God.
That's a real thing. Open this.
Vegans should stay away from this because they are killing. Okay, that's funny.
Wait, what?
The benefits of drinking semen. Here you go.
Oh my God.
Here you go, JD.
Here we go.
You're a health nut. Who needs nut?
Dude.
Life can be pretty stressful and uncertain. What's that? What a way to start this thing. Anyway, let's just go. Following the birth of my second child. Okay. I've been vegetarian since the age of 5 and turned vegan almost 3 years ago. And pretty soon after, I noticed a big drop in my energy levels. Oh my God, this is going to be so awesome. Oh my God. I constantly felt tired. Oh my God. JD, don't you say you always feel tired?
I do.
Oh my God. Okay.
I still know what I'm putting in my coffee.
I constantly felt tired, could hear my heartbeat in my ear, which you do, got out of breath, doing simple exercises, which that isn't true, and felt faint when turning corners too fast. Oh, you feel faint getting up quick sometimes.
I do.
See? I mean, I shouldn't know that. I'm just assuming. I'm just throwing it out.
Oh, no.
Anyway, so after much research online, I came across semen as a natural supplement to help to target anemia and depression. Thanks.
What?
This helps anxiety. Dude. This
is really funny.
With a single teaspoon containing over 200 proteins.
What?
Vitamin C minerals. And vitamin E, vitamin B12, calcium for strong teeth, chlorine, chlorine, I guess is that chlorine? Is that how you spell chlorine? Oh, all right. Chlorine, citric acid, fructose, potassium. You need potassium, which is good for the kidneys and hearts. Wow. All right. Whoa.
Really healthy.
Whoa.
I mean,
I need to become a vegan. This year, anyway, this year I qualified as a professional trainer. I bet you did. JD.
This is literally the
Can we
answer
do
to-
an experiment? Can you try it for a month and see if you notice anything different?
After a month, I'm just like jacked and I'm just zen and I'm floating through the air.
Would you be willing to try that for the audience?
I mean, it's definitely
Just 1 month. It's a
look at all the health
teaspoon.
benefits.
I mean, yeah, she was very healthy.
Yes.
One
very-
teaspoon is not a lot.
It is not.
It's a little bit bigger than a tablespoon, though, right? I think.
No,
a teaspoon's
tablespoon's
smaller
big.
than a
Yeah,
tablespoon.
Teaspoon's
Oh,
small.
dude, you could eat. Would you
Put that in
do
the
that?
coffee.
Would-
You got your
Talk
coffee?
about
Mix it in.
creamer. Oh my god! Oh my god! Please tell me you're gonna try this. It's absolutely healthy,
It is,
and
like,
it's not gay. You can't, right?
It's not.
It's not gay.
It's literally. It's
you
literally.
let women eat your semen. So why can't you eat your semen?
That's a very good point.
This started out as a joke, but I'm 100% serious.
There's just so much good stuff in semen.
Time management. Time management. See, this is how you would start your day off. It would be your first block.
Yeah, but brainstorming. Oh, we came up with this great
No,
idea.
30 minutes.
and
It'll
now-
take you 3 minutes to get it out. It take another 3 minutes to strain it just so you can get whatever lumps.
lumps. I should definitely go to a doctor.
You don't have lumps in yours? Mine comes out like ice breaks.
Mine's starting in
Oh
the
my
cottage
God,
cheese at this
dude,
point.
This is crazy. This is crazy. If you don't try this, I'm going to be very upset. I don't need to try it because I'm already dying. But you are like a health nut. You're like a health nut. I think you should do it for 1 month.
I mean, that is not a bad idea.
Come on. Would you really try it, though?
I'm definitely contemplating this.
I think there is nothing on that list that is terrible.
Like, everything in it is fucking, like...
Man, I don't
It's
know how
good
you
for
don't
you.
have more girlfriends.
I mean,
You gotta be like, look at the benefits of being with me. You don't even have to talk to me. Just morning it up and go.
good morning. Here's your shot. Heck with that green, like the wheatgrass thing that everyone's doing in LA.
Wheatgrass is terrible. I will
Oh,
say this,
God.
though. I definitely have more than a teaspoon.
So you got 2 shots.
Now, sometimes I'm just like, I don't know where this is coming from. I'm like, did I just pee on you? Like, this is a puddle of like it's thick. I there's a lot that comes out.
So basically, it's just like a gallon of yogurt.
Well, the secret is that I have huge nuts. No, I don't know what it is. I'm like, where is this coming from? Literally, I know where. Like, I know the science,
But like,
there's
how?
more than I would expect at my age. You know,
maybe you just have it stored elsewhere in your body. Like
I
there's
feel
like a pouch in like the back of your like leg.
I feel like there's more now than when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That would
Anyway, so time management. All right, so what's the verdict? We starting tomorrow?
we might have to. I need to definitely do some more research because that's a lot of health benefits.
I mean, look,
Cures
that
depression,
seems
anxiety, sleep apnea, whatever the hell it was.
it looked like anemia too.
Anemia.
It seems more real than like urine therapy, but
Oh, yeah,
urine
that
therapy is a rabbit hole. I implore you as a listener to go down, not to try. I am not recommending.
Just
Urine-
entertain yourself.
Yeah. There's more than enough information on urine therapy to keep you busy for a year, and I recommend that year of search.
That is definitely time management spent very well.
And speaking of time management, I think you should put a block about keeping your mustache trimmed because I don't want you to like take a shot and then I'll be like, "Hey, JD, you get a little." Oh man, that's some of the teaspoon. I need all of it for it to work. Let me just.
And then you can write in your diary, "Dear diary, things I never expected in my life." This
to cure
conversation with
to
JD.
cure my mental illness with urine therapy and to feel stronger with my semen dose a shot. That's crazy. I recommend. I want to see where this goes as a scientist.
And as a vegan, that's okay because you're giving consent to do it.
Oh my God. Are you going to keep track of it? Or are you going to be like, I did 1 spoon on Friday the 7th?
I would have to keep track of it. I have to do at least like, a week or two of without it to
Dude.
see like what my average performance in multiple areas is. And then I would have to do like over a minimum of a month.
I think it would have to be fresh semen or you'd have to keep it in a refrigerator. Like
I would literally have to be like,
if If you're only coming a teaspoon, you gotta go to the doctor. It's like most of it's dust. Oh man, it's been a while.
What kind of moth flew out?
But like that's crazy. So doing it though, like you would have to definitely keep track of it.
Yeah.
What would happen if you realized you were growing taller? Because it said calcium too.
Yeah,
like
but
what if it
I don't-
influences like a regrowth?
Well, I think the human body stops actually physically growing height wise.
Well, for men at 18 and girls for 22. But like
but if it helps with like keeping bone density up, I mean, that'll definitely come in handy.
well, your bone needs to be dense to get the semen
Woo-hoo.
shots. Anyway,
yeah, no, definitely.
just read that article.
Yeah.
Anyone is interested in becoming a vegan.
This is definitely okay as a vegan because you have to get consent in order to get it.
How many people are you going to push this on? I know you got to read 2 more articles to be a professional in it,
Yeah,
like an
exactly.
expert, but that one, I know that it's healthy for you, but that article definitely was saying a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I will definitely bring this up with every future girlfriend. Listen,
Yo, I
it's
know
good
we're
for you.
bros, but yo, listen, hear me out. I read this article. It's not gay. It's healthy. You want to get big. I want to get big. I want semen. What'd you say, bro? No.
Just put it in your coffee.
None.
go.
Just put it in your coffee.
Nothing.
I just want some semen. What are you saying? No, I think we're bros. It's not like I'm asking to pull it or anything. I mean, I will if you really want me to. Just tug and shrug.
Tug and shrug.
No, tug and shrug. Like, sorry, bro.
Oh god, that's what I'm gonna call the new cafe, Tug and Chug.
How's your morning tug and chug going? Pretty good,
great.
actually. I feel big.
Jeez, JD.
I am mad.
I have the power.
I noticed you seem a little happier. Why are you crying? I'm so happy. I can't drive right.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Poor JD. Anyway, we're gonna try to keep you. Let me put this on here as a note.
Tug and Chug.
Tug and chug. Chug. I guess a chug. Is that right?
CHUG.
Yeah, I got that.
Then yes.
All right. Oh wait. I gotta change it to Tug and Chug update. All right, there we go. Oh wait, no, that's JD's last show. Tug and Chug update. Anything yet?
I haven't started yet.
All right, that was a good update.
On top of it.
This is gonna get you a lot of girls. You know that, right? They'll be
Yeah,
like,
totally.
He eats his own semen. Oh, he's down for anything. And then they're like, "Hey, do this thing." Nah, I don't know. All
No,
right.
sorry, I'm good.
No. If it's not missionary and I'm on my back, that's not missionary. Oh, it is for me. If I gotta put any work into giving you an orgasm, why am I here?
Exactly. I mean,
What are your thoughts on that, by the way?
What?
Well, see, for men, we have the anxiety of where are the performing standard. When making love to a woman, it's our job to please them.
So you're saying we just have that inane anxiety to be good?
Well, not to be. No, I don't care about being good. I care about pleasing them. You don't have to be good to please them. I've seen women use dildos and vibrators and just sit there, done for the day. Right? Like that isn't good. That's
enough.
efficient.
It's like you got the job done. Good job.
Right? But you know what I'm saying? Like, and usually they don't. Not every woman will be very vocal with it. Like, I haven't been with a lot of women that go, "This is what I like," or "Hey, slower, faster. I like that, harder, softer."
Mhm.
Like, I've not, I haven't really been with that, but I do ask. I'll be like, "Do you like that? Do you like?" And then some people are like, "Oh, don't say that because it's it makes them comfortable because it makes it." Like, and you're just like, "Well, how am I supposed to please somebody?" Like,
yeah, if there's no communication, like you can't.
Yeah.
You don't know. You can't read their mind to be like, you like this, you don't like this.
Yeah, even if we could have the conversation
guess.
beforehand or after, be like, "All right, so what did you like? What did you not directly after? Cuddle a little bit. Okay, I gotta go to work. What do you got? But
yeah, but it's just like you have to have that communication because like if you can't just like,
Yeah, but it's rare. It's rare when two people go in to make love, a man and a woman, and the woman is puts effort in, right? Like they do, but it seems like it always watch. I'll even look up an article. Men have performance responsibilities with lovemaking. right? It falls on 13 best ways to improve now sexual performance, anxiety, and ED, right? So that which causes erectile dysfunction. JD knows about this.
Yep.
Right? Or let me try something else. Does the responsibility of lovemaking fall on the male? So, role of male in a relationship. 11 important rules. What the hell are we about to read? 10 things a real man does when he's in a relationship. I'm never going to read that one. Should say 10 things people should do to each other. He should be responsible. His truth. Some men have no idea about their roles in relationship. They just enjoy dating. Next.
I think this is about dating advice, not necessarily the sexy time.
He should work hard. He should be a provider. Oh my God. He should respect her. Yeah, of course. No crap. He should love her. Yeah. Why is this on a list? That's obvious. He should commit fully. I think every aspect of a relationship is a commitment. He should support. Oh my God! All right, we're out of this.
Yeah, we're gone.
We're gone. I want to find,
an article. We've
but
had this conversation before,
though.
Very
common thing.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that. Like, a lot of the feelings of responsibility do fall on the male in the relationship. And it's not just like a conversation that you and I have had. Like, I feel like I've had this conversation with multiple people. I'm sure you've had this conversation with multiple people as well, where it's just like you feel like, oh, I have to do this. I have to do this.
And don't get me wrong. I don't mind that I have to, on the majority, do the work. Like, I don't mind that. But it like,
it's counterintuitive if there's no communication in order to make that,
Yeah, you need to communicate. Like, because I know some women like to be dominated and not aggressively too. Like, some of them just want you to take charge because all day maybe they've been making choices and because a lot of times they date women that have strong personalities. So, but that's pretty common.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, I make choices all day. I don't want to make choices anymore. I want you to just
choice. I'm
giving you free reign to have your way with me and
have your way.
Figure it out, but whatever.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you on that one.
But now that you're going to be drinking semen in the morning,
listen, you got to get
this
swole.
Might change. That might get them excited to take charge. Be like, he's a bitch. Let's do.
Listen, you got to get swole, man.
If you grew boobs,
oh my God, that'd be so funny.
And a vagina from drinking semen.
I mean,
would you tell the scientific community?
Yes, I would sell my body to science.
Because it would have to be your semen doing it. Because it has definitely people definitely do it, and it hasn't happened. I'm just saying, if it happened to you,
I mean, I definitely would be making a lot of money,
dude. You'd be like the transgender king.
Would that?
You know what I'm saying? Because every guy that feels they are stuck in a woman's, would that be
transgender? Would that be some sort of like avenue down, like hermaphrodite? Because this happened naturally where there's both.
No. What I'm saying, no. I'm saying like your stuff changes.
Oh, I just become.
Yeah, like you get a vagina and boobs. So guys who are trapped, girls who are trapped in guy bodies and they want to be freed, instead of having the surgery, they just drink your semen and it would change it. You'd be a multi-billionaire.
Yeah.
Right. And also guys who just want to have boobs and a vagina. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want to be a woman. Like, I'm still going to wear like man clothes, but I'm kind of tired of standing when I pee.
I mean, accurate.
That'd be crazy.
Man, I would have to sell myself with science. Let's make this happen.
Yeah. So time management is anyway. Do you have anything to add to time management?
No, I'm pretty sure you have covered everything. Everything I've learned about time management, I've learned from you, and I'm still learning how to master it. Like
how is your time management?
Terrible.
Well, you do a lot, but it doesn't mean that you're productive.
Yeah, I definitely also tend to let the task lead me instead of have me control the task, which is it's that I let my anxiety get to me.
You also do the opposite though. You'll let the time blocks control you, which, by the way,
is letting a thing control
you. Yeah, which is also bad. Like, you do not have to be beholden to your time blocks. You're supposed to be the one who's in control. So, like, again, if someone calls you, if you're on the phone, you're like, oh, I gotta go because I gotta start my next time block. Like, that's not good.
Yeah, I do not do that.
But also at the same time, you shouldn't be on the phone for 3 hours. Like you need to understand your boundaries. Like, you do not need to be talking to somebody, for a long period of time. I don't mind talking to people for a long time because I get so much done.
You do get a lot of that stuff done.
That it's a reprieve for me. I'm just like, yeah, talk.
Like, oh, please save me from my brain.
I mean, like JD, everybody on the phone wants to get off the conversation. They're just trying to get the conversation to end. Just like,
You're like, no.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Anal destroyers, totally. Anyway, I gotta go back in. My aunt is sick at the hospital. You have an aunt? Gotta go.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I don't think he has an aunt. Hey, Bob, do you really have an aunt? I gotta go. I'm in the tunnel eating a sandwich.
What? How'd you answer?
Why don't you just hang up? Oh, yeah. Hello, who is this? Oh, now you can hear me.
How's that sandwich?
How's that semen sandwich, Bob? I don't even taste the semen, but it's very good. I love mayonnaise. There's no mayo on it. I just love mayo, though. What does that have to do with your semen sandwich? Mayo. Are you okay? No.
I might be having a stroke.
I think I'm growing boobs. What the hell's going on with you? Mamma mia.
Here I go again.
Here I go again.
I have no idea what just happened.
Anyway.
Where am I?
I think that's good. We're done for today.
On that note,
I'm done for today.
Tug and check.
Tug and check. Are you really going to do that? Are we going to keep up with this?
We definitely have to do some research on this.
No, you have to do. I already know enough about it to be funny. I don't need to know any more to be an expert. I just need enough. I need to know just enough to have someone go, that's not a thing. And I go, it is a thing. And two, to know that it is a thing. And now I can make fun of it. I can make jokes about it.
There you go. Fair enough.
I'm just saying. But you definitely should expert up on that. And,
I definitely should.
This is what JD will look like next week. I had 5 gulps of semen.
It was good.
Made me feel very
I
good.
can do one more push-up than last week.
I am not having trouble breathing. JD, why is your right arm just so massive? Oh. Why are you looking? What are you, homo? Stop looking at my arm. Is that mayo? Nope. Found a new sandwich. Oh my God. You know, it'd be so funny. This would be so funny. If for a month you try this and then you just end up liking it and it works and it's doing a lot of healthy stuff for you. And then somebody like, because like usually I'll bring up stupid things for you to do or try. And then like months later, something will come up where like you needed that thing. And because you started doing it, you know, like writing out music, you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. And then you started doing it. And then somebody's like, can you write out the music? I'll pay you extra money for it. And you're like, yeah. And like you had the skill now.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to lead to where you like it. And then you just keep it going. And then like 6 months later, some guy's going to be like, I'll tell you what, I'll give you $300,000 if you drink a full cup of semen. Okay. What? Yeah, sure.
Where's the money?
Yeah. Yo, what if you feel gay? Oh, I'm okay with this. Really? Have you been training for this? Nope.
This is just a happy coincidence.
Yeah, just so weird. We didn't even start the challenge. All right, pour another one.
Double or nothing.
Double or nothing. All right, here's 600. No. Keep the 300,000. I want double. I would double the semen or nothing.
A dash of lemon, please.
Can we get a dash? Actually, I was just wondering if we could add some. Whoa, wow, that seems very specific. Yeah, it's like a recipe. Is that your recipe? Yep.
Yep.
Spins around. Dude, that would be so funny. I would demand my 15%. You know what I'm saying?
You'd have to get it at that point.
I trained you.
You'd be like, I need that.
I've earned that.
We're going to start a brand new fitness course.
The tug and chug exercise regime. It's possible. when being called a jerk works in your favor.
Oh, God, I can't breathe.
Jerk and go.
Oh, God, it hurts.
Oh my God, this is gonna be so good.
Ooh.
Yeah. Fitness made simple. It has a whole new meaning.
Yeah.
Doba. Get to work. Now, is this going to be like a pre-workout or a post-workout? I think it would be post-workout.
Yeah, it would definitely have to
because it's a protein drink.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you're supposed to drink the protein drink after you work out.
Yeah. You have your pre-workout and like everything to give you like the energy to like do all the
activity. Yeah, but that's usually an apple.
Yeah.
Did
or
you
like
know that?
anything with like, healthy carbs to give you that energy.
Yeah. But it has to be small. It has to be very small.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually supposed to work out hungry. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, but the reason you do that is because, and this could be wrong, but this is how I was taught and trained, is if you eat a lot, your body is working to digest.
That makes sense.
So it's not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you eat afterwards, your body like fights to. There's a reason.
I don't eat a lot in the morning, but like I can't go like I used to work out without eating anything. I would just have like water or whatever.
Yeah,
but like I can't do that because like I just will puke or pass the fuck out.
Oh, this is a negative for it, but the intermittent fasting thing is a part of that.
So like you just go, was it 8 hours or 12 hours?
No, some people do 16 hours. It's crazy. They eat like
that.
once a day. I mean, I kind of do that. Like I don't eat a lot, but
you definitely do not. I mean, you definitely do have a decent amount of cookie salads.
I love my cookie salads.
Oh, these chocolate chips with some ranch dressing.
Yeah, I mix my cookie salads with cookies. Here's some chocolate chips and some old chocolate chips. Cookie salad. Then I put a little cookie crushed on there. And I go, these are my crumpets.
The crumbs are the croutons?
Look at these chocolate chip croutons. For my cookie salad.
On that note,
I'm going to work out with my cookie salad. You're not going to drink the semen in front of me, right?
I mean, the first couple times it has to happen.
I mean, I think you should, on Sundays, you should just,
right here.
Dude, I want that $300,000 thing to be real. I want that to happen because just the confidence. Okay.
What?
Not even thinking like, well, who's semen? Like you don't even care at that point. You're just
like whatever.
You're just like, yeah, I'm immune. That's not who's semen? My semen? Your semen? Whatever.
We're good.
Yeah. That's it? Imagine they pour a cup and you're like, oh, that's all I gotta drink? Yeah, sure. That's a whole cup.
Okay.
16 ounces. That ain't 16 ounces. 16 ounces.
They're just like, okay. They just start crying.
I thought I was gonna win this one.
I want to make this a legal thing. Give me a contract to sign. Glug.
What are you doing? I'm signing a contract. You're drinking what you're saying. Oh yeah, this is the pre-drink. What the hell's going on? I don't think I'm gonna win this one.
Nope.
Oh, you are going to lose very badly. You didn't see this coming.
Wah, wah.
Dude, I think that's gonna happen now.
That's really funny.
I really think that's gonna happen.
It has to happen.
It has to, because every time I make you do these crazy things, like better your life, time management, learn skills,
drink semen,
something comes out of it.
This
is crazy. Let's see JD beforehand. This is JD before.
Hi everybody.
And he's gonna be big. All right, I guess that's it.
All right.
Is that it?
I mean, yeah.
Anything else?
You're a really swell guy.
Well,
Tuck and Chuck update.
JD's gonna be swell.
Swole.
You're gonna have to swell to swell.
That's true.
Yeah, you're gonna have to swell to swallow to swell.
We have the method. Swell, swallow, swole.
Swell,
swallow,
swell semen. Swallow semen, swell. I feel swell. This is disgusting. Okay, bye.